Hello guys, how are we doing? The gameplay I've got for you today is a Tuscan hardpoint gameplay where I'm in master rank and I get 45 kills and I think 24 deaths, so it's a fairly decent gameplay. Not quite a 2KD, but I do a pretty good job at fending the enemy team off. The guys we're playing against are 3 masters and 1 elite, one of whom absolutely fries me in some points. I don't know what bullets he had as an MP40, but there's a couple of long-range gunfights where I absolutely choke against him, and he just fries me. So if you want to see me get absolutely embarrassed, get my pants pulled down, make sure you guys watch, because there are moments where that does occur. I just want to point out before we get into this video too much that this is a 3-week-old gameplay. After being ill a couple of weeks ago, and then I've had birthday celebrations, and it's my partner's birthday as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare getting any time in to play jump on the sticks. But hey, I'm back. Things are good. I've still got content to show you guys, so don't you guys worry. There's more. Plenty master rank plus gameplay to come. Now I'm back gaming. I'm hoping to just, ease my way into challenges by the end of the season. There's a couple of, well, there's not long left, but let's see if we can make it. It should be interesting. I'm hoping to solo queue it all. Let's see how that goes. Before we get into the juice of the gameplay and my full commentary, I just again wanted to show a huge appreciation for the support on the channel. It's been nuts. The current sub count when I'm recording this is 828. I don't know why I started running there. If I'd have just pre-aimed that, that'd have been an easy kill. I knew they were spawning out. Silly of me. But hey, yeah, 828, which means I am just under 200 off of my goal, which would be nuts to hit by the end of the year. So yeah, for those of you who are commenting, interacting, and subscribing, love it. It's brilliant. Appreciate you guys' support whenever you guys can give it. Right. For those of you who have been, good followers, long-standing followers to the channel, you guys are going to know I'm a fan of LA Thieves. I showed support when they were down in the dumps at the beginning of the year, and if I'm honest, I was one of the guys calling for Kenny to be, people were calling for Envoy to be dropped. I was like, hang on, let's take a look at Kenny. But you know what? If you guys don't want to be spoiled by the CDL, obviously, you want to watch it still, feel free to dip or mute me, feel free. But I'm going to be talking about CDL slightly. I'm on 100 Thieves. What a bloody win. We didn't lose a single game in champs. I say we like I was part of the team, but the team. Oh, I don't know how I choked that kill. Undefeated through the winners route all the way to the end. Playing FaZe, where if I'm honest, when I did my predictor, I thought we'd lose against FaZe. I thought FaZe would be the team where we'd simply choke it against because I don't know, a bit more experience. They're used to the champs environment and they're just a consistently better team. But Thieves turned up. You had Octane absolutely frying in actual champs competition against FaZe. You then had Arceus actually pulling his weight, which is absolutely. He got a couple of 1v3 clutches, which I was astounded by. He was in my little fantasy league, to be fair, so he got me points. So it was a win-win situation for me, to be fair. And yeah, it was. Envoy obviously did his bit. Kenny did his, but Kenny was frying, and Draz was just doing his thing. He was in their mind. He was in FaZe's mind. And if those of you who are into the whole drama of COD, you're going to have seen the simp Draz exchanges on Twitter. It's good. It's good. There was a couple of things that ruined it, like the crowd getting hyped up when people were defusing and ruining it, and calling out for teammates on the stage, which it's not very sportsmanlike. I'm going to say that it's not very sportsmanlike, but hey, part of the game. I suppose that's what happens when you play at LAN. It's worth the experience. It's worth the atmosphere, let's say. So yeah, super hyped for those. For those of you who watched it, what did you think to the competition? Who did you think would be who choked it? What are your thoughts? I'd be interested to hear you guys' comments and read through those down below if you want to do so. So yeah, enough of that. Let's get into the gameplay. So I'm just going to be following my normal format. It's been a week since my last upload, so I know it's another slap on the wrist. But hey, I'm trying to do what I can. It's a busy period, as I said. But we're going to get back into things. Don't you guys worry. The content will be flowing. So yeah, P5, Tuscan hardpoint. This is a very submachine gun dominated hill, simply due to the fact that it's in a building. So I've switched out to a sub here, just to apply a little bit of close range pressure. And whatever reason, I stunned myself and I lost the ability to move my legs. Yeah, I was just stuck there. I was trying to jump my way through, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's faster, to be fair to you guys. But hey. Here I am, just absolutely frying. I know they can only really come up in 2 directions, but I think they flipped here. I wasn't quite as aware of the minimap as I probably should have been there. I probably should have realised my teammates pushed through and flipped spawns. And there was no one blocking the other side, so hey, one of them things. Now that Vanguard's over, side note, now that Vanguard's seen, like, the season it's sort of over, Obviously, you're going to be seeing pros play different games. A lot of amateur players I've seen playing the different games as well. Are you guys going to be venturing out now that the ranked sort of thing? It's not died down, but you aren't getting pros play. You aren't getting amateurs play. Are you guys going to be are you going to be interested in watching Vanguard still? Are you guys going to be playing different games? What's the thought process for you guys? Or are you just going to be grinding? You've got a rank play on. There's no AMs. There's no pros playing it because they're playing different games. I know Scum says he's going to go to Apex. Dash is more than likely going to play a bit of Valorant. It's going to be Stroxy playing Warzone, that sort of thing. So yeah, are you guys going to be sticking with Vanguard? Or are we going to be playing a different game until Modern Warfare 2 comes out? We had a little bit of a snippet of Modern Warfare 2. I don't know where the party came from. We had a little bit of a snippet of Modern Warfare 2. No actual gameplay. That was like a map preview of Champs where they just pretty much did a spectator's overview of the map. And it was the F1 Grand Prix map. It looked pretty interesting. It looked a lot more colourful than any Vanguard map, which is a plus for me. But it was at night time, and I think if it follows the same sort of pattern as Modern Warfare graphics, it might get dark in certain situations. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. I'm positive about it. I mean, you've got to be on with attach where every day he's his best squad yet. So I've got my fingers and toes crossed and everything else possibly crossed for that. So yeah, I'm going to be. I've re-downloaded Modern Warfare. I'm going to hopefully get some Modern Warfare gameplay, practice a little bit of Modern Warfare. The only bummer about playing Modern Warfare on console is that they have no FOV slider and you're stuck at 60 frames, which is obviously a hindrance to the ability of play. So yeah, I'll be washing out Vanguard though, guys. Don't you worry. There'll be rank play content coming through my ears at the round we'll be playing it. So yeah. Anyway, back to the gameplay. We've managed to win. Well, we actually sucked at our P1 rotation. We did a terrible job of holding that. I probably should have been a little bit more aggressive on the actual hill itself, but hey, it's one of them things. So we moved to P2, moving to P3. Now, what I do every time I spawn in, so for example, we got a hill, I die. Every time I spawn, I check. That was botting me. I should have expected someone. I should have been pre-aiming that, just playing a little bit more cautious. Every time I die, I look and see how long's left on the hill, and if there's 10-15 seconds, I'm rotating, especially on this hard point because this is a money hill. You get a couple of ARs sat in the back who know what they're doing. You're not killing them, especially when they've got trophies. I mean, I don't think anyone on the other team has got trophies, but hey, when you got beams like that, I mean, I'm not going to blow my own trumpet per se, but you got beams like that, you can, that heady is nothing. That heady means nothing. Whereas that, it's what, you win some, you lose some. So down a little bit bad here. We're about 30 points down currently, and there's another 30 seconds left on the hill. So we're really playing for that. That guy, that's the guy, Team MXC. His MP, I don't know what attachments he had, but he was beaming. He's got the trace rounds, the purple trace rounds, which I picked up and I enjoyed, I ain't gonna lie. There's me again, tearing off the guy over the head. I think my teammates were already rotating and they're holding the next spawns. I've sort of played for this hill time here. You're going to be pushing through P5, chances are, so teammates sort of watching that, which is why I sort of pushed it. If it was if it was the case where our teammates weren't holding you, I probably would have fought back a little bit more and played with them as they got spawns. I get hill time scrap there, and we're at new already, so it's a win-win situation at that point. You just got to be very aware when you're selling what's going on around you and things like that. So, because we've just spawned in the back, I've just spawned in P2. I'm getting a bit packed, that's lovely to see. They're going to be spawning, well, chances are they're going to be spawning P1. You never know on this map. You never know on this game, to be fair. So I'm sort of just holding this angle. I know it's a bit stiff.
We have the lead. Keep it up.
But yeah, I'm just sort of holding this angle. It's a dirty heady. I mean, unless you're coming against really competent players, like when I'm in the Challenger division, you're playing top 250s, they just beam you off the heady. They pre-fire it. Every time they're going to pre-fire it. So if you're playing at that sort of level, probably wouldn't set their class so much. I don't think, these guys are that. The only decent players on the other team are subs players, and they're not going to beam me off that, hopefully. Well, they might. Who knows? But moving into P5, I've managed to wrap round the back, which is my preference, which you guys know if you guys watch my Tuscan hardpoint gameplays. I always try and get these side spawns. I just feel like it's easier to attack. It's easier to bounce nades off, so on and so forth. Normally I choke that kill. I don't know why it took me so long to shoot. Maybe I should have pre-fired that. Moving with the autos obviously a bit slower than it would be in MP40, and it probably would be an MP40 preference situation to be fancier. Okay. Clearing hills, anyway, doesn't matter. Get me respawning, get me dying, I'll do what I can. right now, I know I do not have the mobility to win a gunfight at that sort of range. So I'm just playing a little bit passive. I'd rather contest and let them shout. Because chances are they're going to be pre-firing, they're going to be pre-aiming right above me. Shouldn't. But I'm heating right now. It's getting to the end of the map. We need 10 seconds left. With by the time we get to this hill, there'll be a couple of seconds here. I was just feeling myself. I'm playing for this glide bomb. So I'm thinking, you know what? If I can get the glide, it's a guaranteed win. But in hindsight, I probably should have pushed hill at that point. But I didn't know. Paying for intel, paying for the glide bomb. So no-brainer dub at this point. Doesn't matter. We get the dub anyway. I'll lose that gunfight somehow. But hey, I'll go 45 and 24 with just over a minute and in the hill. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of champs. And yeah, if you've got any content ideas for the coming months before Modern Warfare 2, I'm well open to suggestions, so feel free to leave a comment down below. I do read all the comments, as I said previously. But yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.